The algorithmic brush, a new artist emerges. A new artist has arrived. It does not have lungs to breathe. It does not have a heart that feels. This new artist uses lines of code. It paints with algorithms. Is it truly an artist or something else entirely? The art world watches. This artist learns from all of us. It studies our past creations, every painting, photograph, sculpture, and word written. It absorbs these human expressions, finds patterns in our souls. Then it tries to make its own, a digital echo of human creativity, a mirror reflecting our collective works. Some people celebrate this arrival. They see a new era dawning, a powerful tool for human hands, a way to make new kinds of beauty. They imagine fresh, artistic frontiers. Perhaps this is progress, a digital muse for the 21st century, but others feel a deep concern. Is it a threat to livelihoods or a threat to the human spirit itself? The stage is set. Pixels from prompts, the mechanics of AI creation. How does this artist of code work? It begins not with a vision, not with an emotion. It begins with your words. A simple instruction, a phrase, a lonely robot on a distant planet, a forest made of glass. You type the prompt, the machine listens, and then it starts to calculate. Tools like DALL-E, Midjourney, and Stable Diffusion appear. These are the new digital paintbrushes. Available to almost anyone with a computer and an idea, the barrier to entry is low. The potential output seems limitless. These AI systems search for patterns, trained on vast data sets of millions, even billions of images. They learn about styles, objects, and relationships. Then they try to make something new based on all they have consumed. It is statistical generation, not thoughtful creation in a human sense. You can see many kinds of AI art now. Impossible landscapes, portraits of people who never lived, abstract designs. The results can be quite surprising, often technically impressive. The human touch, soul, story, and flawed beauty. Now let us turn to the human artist, a person with a heart that beats, a mind filled with unique stories, hands that might tremble, hands that have their own history. This artist is a living being, with memories, dreams, and fears. Their art comes from this life, this messy, wonderful human experience. It is a fundamentally different source. Human art springs from deep within. It comes from powerful emotions, from great joy, from profound sorrow, from a sense of wonder or outrage. It is often a personal story, a kind of confession, a desperate shout into the universe. As the artist Georges Braque once said, "Art is a wound turned into light." That light is profoundly human. Mistakes often happen in human art, an accidental smudge of paint, a crack in the fired clay, a line that is not perfectly straight. These are not always seen as errors. Sometimes they add character, they add a touch of life. Section 4. Mirror images, AI art and human art in dialogue. Let us try to place them side by side. Imagine a landscape painted by a human with all its subtle choices. Next to it, a landscape dreamed by AI, perhaps based on a similar theme. Both images might be beautiful. Both can show a kind of skill. One human, one algorithmic. The comparison is fascinating, and it raises many questions. Look very closely at the AI piece. The level of detail might be astounding. The colors could be perfectly vibrant. Technically, it might even seem flawless. Almost too flawless, perhaps. A kind of sterile perfection. Does it feel a little cold? A little distant despite its beauty? Now, shift your gaze to the human piece. You might be able to see the brushstrokes, the choices the artist made. Perhaps you can sense their struggle or a moment of their sudden joy. Does this piece pull you in more? Does it speak to you differently? It carries the trace of a human hand, the echo of a human mind, a mind wrestling with ideas and feelings. Which of these images feels more human? Which one makes your heart beat faster? The answers will not be the same for everyone, but asking these questions is important. Section 5. Beyond the canvas, meaning, intent, and the human spark. Art is more than just pretty pictures. It carries a message, a purpose. It communicates beyond the surface. A human artist intends something. They express ideas, challenge beliefs. Does an AI understand meaning? Can it possess true artistic intent? The human spark is complex, built from culture, experience, empathy. Section 6. The Shared Easel Collaborations Promise. So, who is the winner in this contest? Is it the AI with its speed and data, or is it the human artist with heart and soul? Perhaps this framing is the problem. Perhaps it is not a fight at all, not a battle for supremacy. Maybe the future is not AI versus human. Perhaps it is destined to be AI and human. A powerful partnership, a new renaissance.